Hello everyone and welcome to this pickacard reading video. This video is about if you have missed your opportunity as it relates to a person, a place, a thing, any of the nouns, but really as it relates to anything in your life. I want for you, if you have not thought of something yet, to think of a situation that this applies to, or a person that this applies to in your current life. As in, it's happening right now, you're in the midst of this, or think about this having happened very recently, okay? Any of those two mainly, nothing really for the future. Here is stack 1A, stack 2B, stack 3C. You can pause the video if you'd like to, and if you need some more time to figure out which stack you are most drawn to. If you are not drawn to any of the stacks, that's completely fine. This just might not be the pick a card reading video for you. As a reminder, everything I talk about and discuss in this video is for entertainment purposes only and cannot be stated as fact. Alright, let's get into it. Hello 1A and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. The cards pulled for you are the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the 10 of Swords upright, the Star upright, the 7 of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Swords upright, and the Justice card upright. And then the cards here are Raven, Magic, Own Your Power, and then the Angel Answer deck card pulled. Angel Answer deck card pulled, yes, was yes. So did you miss your opportunity? The answer for this is yes. And with this, I don't get a sense that this opportunity will come back around and that you'll be able to rectify this specific situation, but I do want to right off the bat provide hope that even though you have missed on this opportunity, there's another similar or even better opportunity that's coming around the corner. So let's say that this involves an opportunity to, date somebody, be romantically connected to somebody. Let's say that you missed your opportunity on being with this person, now they're with somebody else. Like in that kind of situation, if that's just, used as an example, Spirit would then be saying you aren't able to be with this person and they don't see you being with this person in the future, but then this just means that somebody great or even better is on the way for you. And I do want to say for a lot of you, this opportunity, I feel like you realize too late how good it could have been or that it would have been for you. But Spirit is still saying that you hold a lot of power with this Raven here, that you hold a lot of power, you're able to. This is, like, out of all the stacks, I feel that this is the stack most connected to manifestation. So this indicates that with hard work and with manifestation, you would be able to have a similar situation happen for you again, just not this exact same one. So even though it says that you have, yes, very flat out missed out on this opportunity, we do have the Star here, which again further indicates that something great or better is coming along. Now, I wonder if a lot of you, even before I pulled the Raven card, I was getting heavy Scorpio energy. So I wonder if you're a Scorpio sun or if you have Scorpio in your big three, or you could just have heavy Scorpio placements. But I feel that a lot of you hold a lot of intuitive power. There's this darkness looming over this stack, and I feel like it's also just part of who you are as part of your personality, like somebody who is more deep or dark or mysterious. So with that too, I actually want to say it might be difficult for you to express your frustrations properly in this situation. Make sure you don't seek revenge, because I see that as well with the 7 of Swords here. I see some of you wanting to seek revenge or do spell magic on a person or a thing. Spirit is saying that you should drop this situation, that you shouldn't try to rectify it by trying to accomplish it or have this opportunity come to fruition. It's just not meant for you. So Spirit does not want you to beat a dead horse or to continue trying to force anything to happen, because if you force it enough, I see that you have a lot of intuitive and magical abilities. You could potentially have something happen in your favor for this opportunity to, work in some way for you or come again for you in some way. But Spirit is indicating that if you do that, it actually wouldn't be helpful or beneficial for you. We do have Justice card here, and I love that that's right underneath the star as well. You will be able to rectify the situation in a way, but not by having this opportunity come to you. Because again, I really must highlight something else great or better is coming along if you are open to it. But if you're closed off to it, I see it being very difficult for you to... I mean, we have the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse too. Spirit doesn't want for all this hard work to go to waste and for you to not see the bigger picture and see what you can do moving forward. They don't want you to stay stuck. They want for you to, even though this hasn't worked out maybe in your favor or it's too little too late, they want for you to know that justice is coming. And for some of you, again, this vengeance that you want to seek on another person or another thing, do you hear my cat in the background? He is in his litter box. I'm just going to keep going through it though, okay? I hope that's all fine with y'all. But, maybe not. That's really distracting me. Okay, I'll wait. Okay, so... you might hear my cat. He's around here now. He went up on his cat tower after he was done in the litter box, but now he's over here. So he might end up... He likes licking that microphone cover, so if you hear that, that's him. But he's here for extra support. I think I was talking about how for the Justice card, some of you, and even with like the Knight of Swords being there, I think a lot of you want to take vengeful action in some way. And I think for a lot of you, you could think that it is worth it to take vengeance. If like somebody got in the way of your opportunity, maybe it's not even your fault for not having this opportunity happen. With the Ten of Swords, though, I think a lot of it, was probably on you for this opportunity not happening, I will say. Just when I think of the Ten of Swords, well, actually, maybe not, because Ten of Swords, actually, I was going to say the opposite of what I'm about to say. Ooh, it even says curse on there, on the imagery on the card. Ooh, I didn't even see that until just now. So some of you, again, maybe feel that another person has slighted you, or that an opportunity didn't happen because of something getting in your way and it wasn't your fault. And in that sense, I will say vengeance isn't always bad, but I would say be careful, because with this stack, what I really have to emphasize, what goes around comes around. And while you're very powerful and intuitive, I see that karma could come back in a negative way. And again, I have to talk about how Spirit doesn't want for you to mess up the hard work you've already put in regards to this situation or opportunity itself. And so just be careful. I'm not even getting a sense that it would be bad to take vengeance, but just be careful. I don't remember what I said earlier. Well, don't take, I know there's some people who say any type of magic is fine, it's up to the witch. But really, I think doing black magic, in this sense, putting a curse on somebody or something, that, or forcing anything, really would not be beneficial. I see that having an opposite effect and getting you further from your goals and making it harder to move forward and harder to enact whatever positive change you wanted to have happen in your life, whatever this opportunity was. It'll be a lot harder for it to come to you if you're stuck, and if you, part of being stuck is not, fully letting go of the fact that this opportunity has passed you. Does that make sense? So I just keep wanting to look at this Justice card. There's just a strong sense that something is on the way, and if somebody or something is the reason for you not being able to take on this opportunity, even if you don't enact vengeance yourself, if we talk about karma, I see karma coming for this person or this thing and dealing with the situation the way karma will deal with it. So I don't even see the need that you will need to do much. You can just think certain thoughts, hopefully not too negative, right? But think about the hows and the whys and why you really wanted this opportunity and why you feel this karma deserves to come back to this person. But even more than that, I feel that it would be beneficial to not do much. I think Spirit already knows how you feel with the Knight of Swords here. So there isn't much you need to do other than that if you do anything. Your words are I think, very powerful. It's interesting, too, because I also get Gemini energy with this stack. Even though I know the opposite of Scorpio is Taurus on the zodiac wheel, I'm also getting heavy Gemini energy with all of the swords. And with the Justice, everything. It could even be Libra, but I'm getting more of that Gemini energy. I don't know why. And so with that, I will say that paired with, and even with the Knight of Swords, I see it says like book blogger on there, and they have a bunch of books. For some of you, what could help you with your opportunity moving forward is doing better research. I don't know how that necessarily applies to you specifically, but I see the need to do better research or better planning, and that will help you out. Swords energy is all about also cutting people off, so you may need to cut people off who have prevented this opportunity from coming to you. The Ten of Swords, when I think of the Ten of Swords, typically in traditional tarot, it's about loss. It's about also grief, in my opinion. So maybe this is something you really have wanted, this opportunity you've really wanted to have happen. But again, Spirit is saying you won't have to worry. So my main messages for you are to focus on the present and the future. Don't focus on the past. Focus on what you can do for yourself. Don't worry about other people too much. Say your piece if you need to say your piece to people. But don't be, with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse too, I feel like some of you could easily become obsessive over the fact that you can't get this specific opportunity, but instead Spirit wants for you to think about how you can utilize your powerful manifestation energy and just powerful, I think a lot of you are very intelligent too. So using your intelligence, your wit, and any further research you do into what you can do moving forward, thinking about that, focusing on that, will help you move on from the situation instead of being stuck. There's a lot of stuckness and it needs to be unstuck. Part of that is with that Ten of Swords and the healing that needs to be done. But I think the further along you remove yourself from the situation, actually the better you will feel. And with the Raven here, it says own your power. So I think the more powerful you'll feel, and you'll feel more in control too. I wonder if some of you have issues around control, but Spirit is saying to not focus on control, but they are also saying that you'll gain better insight and better control of any future situations that are similar to this one. And I get the sense that you'll be more prepared, and also you'll be more cautious, but not overly so, but you're just more cautious of the people surrounding you and more cautious of each step that you take. That's what I'm getting to, is that taking careful steps, not just that car outside, not just taking, or I can even use that car as an example, not just slamming on the brakes or accelerating forward. Do step-by-step stuff, and I think that will really help you. And I think you're somebody too who, once you get the ball rolling on something, you very much are invested. So just get the ball rolling in the right direction. Spirit, I really don't, even though there's a darkness around the spread, I think that's just more so your mentality right now. There's really a sense that you'll be able to move on past this. Spirit has a lot of hope and faith in you, and they're saying, like, you already know you're a bad bee. You have got this. Like, you have got whatever future situation in the bag. There's no need to even worry. Like, you're completely fine. This didn't work out, but, like, whatever. Almost, it's like Spirit is almost being pessimistic, kind of matching your energy, too. It's really interesting. Okay, let's go to Raven in here. It says, Raven magic on your power. Trying to keep yourself little by denying your power so you won't be a threat to anyone merely keeps you in a false bubble of safety. Of course, at least that way you won't get noticed much or stand out. Well, that trick has worn out its welcome. You're more powerful than you think you are, so it's time to stop pretending. Those psychic games you play, like finding convenient parking spaces or knowing when a certain someone is going to call, those are just parlor tricks, yet they're subtle testimonies to the gifts you have. I do want to say, some of you, I think a lot of you do realize your power, you just deny it in instances like this when they happen, and you feel like the world is against you kind of vibes. That person stop with their car. I'm getting annoyed. I'm feeling the vibes of this stack, like the annoyance, the vengeance. Okay. Yeah, but pay attention to signs as well is also what this is saying. I was gonna say something else, but the car literally interfered. This is why I can't like do pauses and stuff. When I'm on a roll, it's like I'm in a flow state. I don't remember what I'm gonna say because I'm in a like altered state when I'm doing these things. Okay, finding convenient parking. I don't know, whatever. There's no need to take on airs about your incredible talents. Let them serve you, but mainly let them be of service to others, whether human, animal, plant, or mineral. Use your abilities to demonstrate to others that there is this amazing power of spirit available that can move mountains, a force that can be accessed with the proper mix of faith, intention, and focus. Really focus on intention, too. Yeah. So stop doubting, worrying, or making excuses. Yeah, don't make excuses on like other people. Just move forward and own your capacity to be a powerful musician. Use these gifts to help make this a better world for all beings. Additional associations: shadow, insight, prophecy, and shape-shifting. So there you have it. I will leave it at that. Thank you so much, 1A, for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, you can like the video down below. You can comment down below if you resonate with the stack, and you can update your comment if you took any of my advice or if you have any updates for us all. You can subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a lot. And you can also check out the other timeless pick a card reading videos located all throughout the channel. I have an ASMR channel, Brittney's ASMR, that will be linked down below. Thank you so much, 1A, and take care. Hello, 2B, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. The cards you have pulled are Page of Swords, or I have pulled for you, are Page of Swords upright, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Strength in reverse, the Empress upright, Seven of Cups in reverse, and Four of Pentacles in reverse. For the Oracle cards, we have here Eagle, Spirit, Trust in your higher self, and the Angel Answers card is No Need to Worry. And I will say, I don't remember what happened, but the cards kind of got jumbled up, and the Empress might have been in reverse before, but I feel that either way it's meant to be more in the upright for you, even if it was pulled in reverse. So I will leave it like that, since I don't remember anyway, and that just feels more correct. So I really want to start off by saying, with this no need to worry, trust in your higher self, I mean, all of the cards here really indicate to me that you need somebody to tell you to chill out, to take it easy, to relax, to not worry. In terms of a yes or no answer, I'll just say right off the bat, there's this sense that Spirit kind of wants to be ambiguous with it, not to make you more worried, but so you can start learning how to handle your emotions and handle pressure and handle any unknowns, all of that. My cat just reached out. You should have seen, did you see him yawn? Or did you hear him yawn? And he reached out to where the microphone is. Are you trying to give them support and a pat? You're trying to give them support? And he was like having his claws around the mic cord. That's a oh, now he wants pets. Now he's showing me his belly. Oh, don't. Oh, okay, maybe I'll stop doing that, because now he wants to paw at the microphone. Okay, I'll just leave it. Oh gosh. Axel, play with this over here, buddy. Some of you might really like cats and need some cat support. Cat 911 to your service right now. Oh, now he wants to play with this. Okay, Axel. Come here. Play with it over here. Go over there. I wonder if a lot of you too, because of this going on right now, because he was fine for the most part during my, well, except for at the beginning, but he was like chilling with me during the first stack. So I wonder if some of you self-soothe by distracting yourself in these situations, or if your head is all over the place right now, or just in general, if you're that kind of person who it's hard to remain grounded and you think about so many things at once. The world is like on your shoulders. The pressure is on your shoulders and chest and everything. You just feel it all. That's the sense that I'm getting. But, and by the way, my cat is gonna... Should I move the cat toy so you're not so loud, honey? Here. Here, come here. Let me move these over here. Yeah, you can play with them. Oh, he is not wanting. Come here, honey. Axel, let go. Okay, come here. Over here. Okay, I'm gonna leave all this in because I think it's relevant. Did you hear me saying to him to let go? That relates to the no need to worry card, and a lot of what the messaging is that I was going to say to you anyway, where I think a lot of you just need to let go of the potential outcome of this situation. You're worrying too much and putting too much pressure on the outcome, and I think there probably are, for a lot of you, a lot of unknowns with the potential outcome of this, and I mean, yeah, what I was going to say earlier too is so I did move the toys away, but you'll still probably hear them in the background. Like, okay, are you done now? Anyway, you probably hear it. But there's this sense that you just need to chill out and let go of the potential outcome, even if there are a lot of unknowns. I think a lot of you don't do great with the unknowns. I think with the strength card being in reverse, it's more so about mental strength than anything. And I feel that a lot of you need to feel the need to have an answer at this moment. And I think a lot of you too could be very, what's the word? Finicky. Like, it's hard for you to remain still, and if things don't immediately look like they're heading in your direction the way you want them to, then it's like you jump ship, or you impulsively leave something behind, or abandon a project, whatever it is. And I think a lot of you then fear abandonment, fear rejection in some way. Oh, my cat is going crazy over there. I'm trying not to get distracted. But I do want to say, with the Seven of Cups in reversed, I get a sense that, I don't know if the question you asked about is like this for some of you, it will relate, so if not, then just hang in there. But with the Seven of Cups in reverse, when I was pulling for this stack, and then I looked at all the cards, I'm like, I feel like a lot of the people who are going to ask a certain question, that this either has happened before, or this kind of opportunity will present itself again in the future. And there's a sense that for some of you, maybe this is a big opportunity in some way. But I feel I just am hearing from Spirit, like, this is just an everyday thing. Like, it's a typical thing. It's nothing that's, like, as big as what you're making it to be, even if it actually is. And part of that could be because of all the pressure you're putting on it, but Spirit really wants to let you know that either which way this goes, it's not the end of the world. But I think a lot of you, I'm surprised I didn't pull the Temperance card for you all, because a lot of you really struggle with patience, or at least in this situation, you're struggling with being patient enough to let things ride out, is what I should say. Even if you consider yourself a patient person, there's a sense that with this situation, even if it's been taking a while, you need to be more patient. I think Spirit has been sending you signs about the need to be patient as well. The further the more pressure you put on the situation, it's like the more Spirit wants to set the timeline back, because they want for you to just chill out, because they think it's not going to be as rewarding to have this opportunity happen for you in the way you want it to play out if you're so stuck in fight or flight, and if you're so stuck in having it be a certain way. If you're trying to have a very specific outcome, or have anything very specific happen, manifest a specific person, like whatever it is, there's a sense that Spirit wants for you to not be so specific and to be more generic. They want for you to not only release pressure, but release expectations, more specifically high expectations. And in this situation, the more specific you are, the less likely you are to allowing the opportunistic energies in, if that makes sense. It's like, if you want things to be a certain way, what if Spirit doesn't want it to be that way? So they're just waiting for you to come around to being more open-minded to other ways that this opportunity could happen. Or maybe the opportunity that's best for you hasn't even been presented yet, and so Spirit is saying you need to not be so stuck on this prior or current situation for some of you, and allow for things to happen differently, or something completely different to happen. And with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, that definitely indicates to me too that you want things to be a very specific way, or you don't want things to happen at all, but I don't think that's actually true. I think you want for this thing to happen, but you may need to make sacrifices, or you may need to compromise in order for this to happen, even if it's not super specific to the way you've wanted it to happen. And I think a lot of you need to really slow down. Spirit wants for you to not only slow down your mind, but slow down, like do less, take on less. That will clear your mind up a lot more, get you a lot more receptive to what you need to do. I think Spirit believes that you're able to know. I think Spirit thinks that if you just calm down more, you'll easily know what to do logically. Even intuitively, but especially logically, things will make a lot more sense if you allow yourself that ability to breathe, to center yourself, and to ground yourself, and to really look at the situation from a wider perspective or the bigger picture. Instead of being on the go, 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 take some time and relax. And things will clear up in your mind for you. And also, if you relax, that could be when the opportunity strikes for you, because Spirit wants for you to slow down. They could be waiting for you to slow down to allow this opportunity to happen for you. So you just need to do that. The Empress here too, it's all about nurturing and taking care of yourself. And I think a lot of you, if you learn to take care of your mental health right now, and if you learn to be okay, if you learn to, be okay with any outcome and know that you will be fine, that's when Spirit will be most likely to present this opportunity for you, even if it's in a way that's different than how you would have wanted it to be or predicted it to be. Those are the main messages I'm getting with this, but really I need to say that there's no need to worry. Trust that you're on the right path. But trust yourself more don't trust yourself when you're anxious. Trust yourself when you're calm, cool, and collected. When you have some peace and quiet mentally. Physically as well, I think a lot of you could easily get distracted because I'm, getting that energy of somebody moving on from one thing to the other. And also be patient. If things aren't happening right away, that doesn't mean it won't happen. Or if it's not happening in the way you want it to happen, then Spirit is saying that you just need to, deal with it is the best way to describe it. The energy, the way it comes through, where it's like Spirit's just kind of shaking you, stop moving around, stand still, breathe. And if you don't want it to be this certain way, maybe it's not meant to be this certain way. But either way, there's no need to worry. Things are okay, or things will soon be okay, no matter the outcome. So it's not a specific yes or no, although I think for a lot of you, it is more so a case of things happening just not in the way you want them to. And also needing to be more patient for things to happen in the way you want them to. But no specific clear yes or no answer is coming to mind. But I think for quite a bit of you, actually, you already know what the answer is. So I will read what it says in the guidebook for ego. It says, Ego, Spirit, trust in your higher self. When you live your life according to spiritual law, Spirit's intent expresses through your personality easily and fluidly. Your light will shine if you only let it, and all that you want will come to you without ever needing to know how. To follow your spiritual path, your only job is to listen to and then heed Spirit's directives. That's literally what I've just been saying. And your life will flow quite easily and naturally. Your conscious mind is meant to be the receiver and transmitter of these urgings, translating the information sent from Spirit through pure awareness into the physical realm and decipherable communication. Since your ego's willfulness can interfere and misdirect, you must pay close attention to discern which is which. Yeah, I think a lot of you, your ego and or inner child are just going about too much. You got to have your inner adult come in and take charge. Also, I'm getting a lot of Gemini energy through this. I was getting more toward the end of the stack 1 Gemini energy as well, but definitely Gemini energy with you all, or just air sign energy in general. But know that your higher self will only give you straightforward, positive, and encouraging support, whereas the ego's voice will tend to be negative and discouraging. Let this ageless wisdom that is your spiritual birthright come through so that you may shine with light and love upon yourself, others, and the world around you. Additional associations: vision, courage, universality, and masculinity. For some of you too, that courage could also make sense, where you need to take charge instead of being passive about the situation. but also while still being patient and acting when you need to, not just acting out of the blue or nowhere or because you're impatient. I will leave it at that. Thank you so much to B for watching and listening to this video. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, you can like the video down below. You can comment down below if you resonate with this stack and provide any updates in the future if you took my advice or if there's any updates you would like to provide. You can subscribe to my channel, it helps me out a lot, and you can check out the other pick a card reading videos that are timeless, located all throughout my channel. You can check out my ASMR channel, Brittney's ASMR, that will be linked down below, as well as all of my other socials through my link tree. Thank you so much to be and take care. Hello 3C and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. The cards chosen for you are the Moon upright, 9 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Cups upright, 2 of Swords in reverse, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and Page of Cups upright. Also, my cat was sneezing near the microphone, so he's been walking around this whole video so far. Oh, he just is rubbing on the mic now, I think. But yeah, Page of Cups upright. And then for the Oracle cards, we have Badger, Perseverance, Dig In, and See It Through to Completion. And I don't think I've ever pulled this card. If I have, it's been once, and it was a long time ago. So that's cool that you got that. I've had this this stack, or this deck, I should say, for a while. And then for the Angel Answers cards, plural, I pulled 2 for you. I just felt the need to do that. I needed clarification with the Within the Next Few Weeks card, but we have that and Wait. Okay. So, I do want to say, I'm really heavily guided to first talk about the 10 of Cups upright and the Page of Cups upright, because I think this opportunity that you are thinking about or that you are inquiring about here is something that really fills your cup, is the best way I can describe it, where it's something that I can tell just thinking about this thing happening provides you with such happiness. With Page of Cups and 10 of Cups, I feel like this is something you've been dreaming about for quite some time. Like it gives the energy of like a little child who daydreams about one day having this thing happen. It very much gives those vibes. It could just be something you've been dreaming about for a long time. For some of you too, I feel like this could be something that's very romantic in nature. Okay, so if that resonates, then you can take that. But just in general, I feel like this is something you've always wanted inherently, and as it relates to this opportunity that you are inquiring about. But it's really interesting because even though we have these happy ending type feelings, we have the Moon as the first card that was pulled, and then these other cards as well. And the way that the energy of these cards reads to me is that you feel burnt out, or you feel like giving up on this situation. I feel like this is something that you've been waiting for quite some time, or it's something that you've been... I feel like a lot of you have been pretty patient, actually. But I feel like now you feel burnt out and like, okay, well, I've overstayed my welcome, or I've done all that I can. There's nothing else I can really do. So you just feel like moving on from the situation. Even though this is something that really fills your cup, it makes you I feel very at peace and happy for this final outcome that I'm seeing as it relates to this opportunity. And I do have to say, I wonder if for some of you, you also feel discouraged because you maybe feel you're unworthy in some way, or not worthy enough for this opportunity to happen. So you feel very let down or disappointed in yourself. And I do have to say that I wonder if there's specifically one other person or entity, is in like a business or company, whatever, that is involved that's preventing this from happening, or it feels out of reach even for some of you. Some of you, I think, are big dreamers. It's very much Pisces energy here, where I think you dream big, so then you feel like, oh, and the Moon does represent Pisces in tarot. I just thought of that. But there's this thought, I forgot what I was going to say, but with the 2 of Swords in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse, there could be a specific person or entity that's blocking this from happening for you. Oh yeah, or it could feel very out of reach because you dream so big. And so because of that, it could feel like this opportunity that you have in mind is unattainable at this point in time now, even if it didn't feel like that previously, where it just feels like, and maybe, you know what, maybe it is at this point in time unrealistic. I don't want to say that, like, that honestly could be the case for some of you where this is unrealistic. But I just feel the sense that a lot of you are feeling burnt out and feel like giving up. And maybe even coming to your senses if it does feel like things are kind of out of reach, or if you've been going about things the wrong way and you just feel discouraged. I want to talk about now the Two of Swords in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, because for many of you, I think there's a specific roadblock that's in the way as it relates to one person or entity that's preventing you from moving forward. This could be truly just yourself as well. But with the Two of Swords being in reverse, that's typically about indecision. And I think that oftentimes, like in this situation, lends to the fact that you don't know if you should keep trying to strive for this opportunity or this goal. But with the Six of Pentacles in reverse too, I'm getting a sense that for some of you, there's just like somebody in the way that's preventing this from happening that's outside of you. So if for some of you, if that resonates, you can take that. And I don't see, well, I actually see something, if there's a roadblock as it relates to a person or entity, I see something happening where that person comes around, or there's like a compromise for many of you. But other than that, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, it also makes me think that you haven't been balancing logic or reality and intuition very well. And I think a lot of you are kind of in this flowy state, and maybe you just think that things can magically happen, or the things can happen in a certain way. But Spirit is saying you need to be more realistic if that's the case, that you need to be more logical in this situation. You can't just rely on your intuition. You can't just rely on the power of manifestation. You have to put in hard work, but you also have to set realistic expectations and goals, other than only striving for far end or high end stuff. My cat is in the letterbox, so I'm going to pause this. Anyways, as I was saying, there's a need to balance logic and intuition here. I think that a lot of you are very emotional people, and it can be hard to look at things logically. And I was also getting a sense that a lot of you need to do things step by step. This has actually been a recurring theme throughout all the readings, where it's like, no matter if the answer is yes, no, maybe so, whatever it is for you, for if the opportunity will happen, a lot of you need to think about what you can do step by step. Instead of just, actually for you though, I think instead of just looking at the big picture, you really need to hone in on the steps you need to take to lead up to that big picture. For the other two stacks, I was saying that they need to look at the big picture more. But for you, you can take those steps and focus on each step at a time rather than focusing on the end of everything. Focus on the present specifically and think about what you can do right now to get you to that opportunity that you want to have happen, other than going balls to the wall, doing everything all at once, or doing something once and expecting it to get you to where you need to be, because that's just not how life works. We have to be able to put in the effort for the things that we want, and I feel like this is something that you really want, and it's more so something you feel like you really need in some way. Like, it's something that's super important, I think, for a lot of you to be able to have this opportunity, whatever it is, in whichever way it ends up happening. And I also think that no matter what, if this opportunity comes to you, you have such like heart eye goggles, or how does that go? Oh, rose-colored, rose-tinted glasses on, that even if this opportunity is presented to you, I feel like it won't be what you expect it to be anyway, because you have such fantastical thinking that you think things will happen like this, and like this. And let's say even if it does happen like that, you'll be like, oh, well, it was better in my mind. So you have to let go of expectations and let go of the thought that things will happen specifically how you envision them, because a lot of you, I think, are very creative and imaginative people. This could also be something relating to creativity as well, like a career path or just a creative endeavor, a hobby or whatever. And for that too, any creative processes that happen, creativity takes time creativity cannot be rushed. That's not creativity then. You know, creativity is meant to have time to blossom. Maybe you've already engaged in this opportunity, but you're just waiting for a more successful or fruitful outcome for more people to honor or love or respect or cherish your work. And for that, you really have to, I'm looking at the wait card now, you really have to pause and wait and give things time. I think you've been building up so much anticipation around this opportunity happening that, again, just no matter what you do, because of your mindset right now and all the time and effort you've put into thinking, feeling anything regarding this opportunity, it's just going to be clouded by fantastical thinking. It's just the best way I can describe it. And I also think for some of you, you'll realize if you do get this opportunity with the Knight of Cups in reverse, that's actually about having a wish not granted, or having something happen, again, in a way that you don't want it to have happen, or it coming out wrong. Like, let's say if this does involve, you know, an opportunity to be signed to a record label. And let's say you get signed to a record label. And let's say you drop your first EP or your first album. And then it flops. So it's like, well, this isn't what I want to have happen. This isn't part of my fantasy. This isn't part of my dream. This isn't my desire. So I think some of you too need to have a backup plan, a plan B. As much as you want this opportunity to happen for you, you need to have a plan B, potentially even a plan C for some of you, but at least a plan B, so that you're not completely caught off guard if things don't go the way you would like for them to. And just with adding more logic into the situation, you'll be able to see more clearly, visualize more clearly, and think more clearly. And you'll be able to understand what it is, too, that you need to do to keep your dream alive, is what I'm hearing. And even if that dream takes shifts and it doesn't go the way you want it to, still, I think a lot of you will want this opportunity in some way or in some capacity to happen. So don't give up on that dream from happening, because we also do have perseverance over here with the Badger, which I'm going to get into that card right now. So it says, Badger, perseverance, dig in and see it through to completion. Don't give up so easily. You're going to have to be more patient and more persistent than you've ever been. The result or answer isn't that far away, which is true. We have an answer card down here. It says within the next few weeks. So, but you've just got to hang in there and stay with it. Too often in the past, you've tended to either give up too easily or else try shortcuts through relationships, career, and even your spiritual growth. I do want to say for a lot of you, I think it more so relates to trying to do shortcuts or not providing full effort, or adding in enough logic to allow things to happen in a certain way. If it's important enough for you to ask the question, then it's just as important that you remain steady in your pursuit of the answer. It doesn't mean if you've got a few inches or several miles to go. Oh wait, it doesn't matter if you've got a few inches or several miles to go. Take your time, no need to hurry, and keep your sights on the objective. You'll have to put your feelings and any ambivalence aside for the time being. Indeed, you might even meet some resistance, but don't give up. That's the thing too. With resistance, I think a lot of you can falter because it just isn't part of your plan, right? Make sure you plan for any mishaps from happening. Wait, if any mishaps happen, then you'll be more prepared. So what am I trying to say? If you prepare yourself more for anything going wrong, then you'll be less caught off guard, and that will be more helpful for you. So indeed, you might even meet some resistance, but don't give up. You really are almost there. But before getting there, first live in the present. It's only from this moment that you can truly proceed on your journey to get wherever you're headed. So go to it. That's what I was saying. Be present. Additional associations: self-reliance, determination, assertiveness, and willingness. Again, that assertiveness. Some of you maybe are just being a little bit lazy with it all and being too much in your feeling state other than your action, logic-oriented state. And I want to talk more about these other cards down here now. These Angel Answers cards. I pulled 2 cards because I pulled within the next few weeks, and I'm like, let's see if there's like any more substantial answer I can get, but then it just said wait. I'm like, okay. So you all, I'm not saying that this is a yes or a no. I think it's actually pretty 50-50 for you all, because here's the thing. I think within the next few weeks, you'll gain more clarity, or you'll get, I think for a lot of you, it could even be like an epiphany will happen, but you'll gain more clarity, an epiphany will happen, or your opportunity will finally be presented to you. Any of these kinds of things or anything similar will happen within the next few weeks. Either way, you'll know where to go from there. You just have to wait. We have the wait card here, so don't make any drastic decisions yet. Wait a few weeks, and then sometime within the next few weeks or at the end of these next few weeks, you'll understand more what it is you need to do, or you'll actually be able to take on this opportunity, or you'll realize at the end, around these 3 weeks or the end of these 3 weeks, that you'll need to pivot in some way and change course, even if that just means altering the steps you take to get to where you need to be. But I will leave it at that. Thank you so much, 3C, for watching and listening to this video. I really appreciate it. If you like the video, you can like the video down below. You can comment down below if you resonate with this stack, and you can comment or update your comment in the future if you take any of my advice, or if there's any updates you would like to provide for us all. You can subscribe to my channel, it helps me out a lot, and you can also check out the other timeless pick a card reading videos located throughout my channel. I have an ASMR channel, Brittney's ASMR, that you can check down below. I also have my link tree down below for all of my other socials. Thank you so much, 3C, and take care.